We are discussing emunah and bitachon in Hashem. A person has these qualities. He will be stress-free. He will not have any worries in his life. He is no joke. If you would have somebody that has everything in life, and you have another guy who has bitachon and emunah in life, you have to understand the person that has emunah, real bitachon and emunah in Hashem, he is the top. In the sense where he won't have anything that comes his way. He will not be scared about anything like that. Now he writes, the Orchot Sadikim, that Hashem knows what's in your heart. Hashem knows if you really have emunah or not have emunah. I'll give you an example. It happened yesterday. Yesterday what happened was, I was saying a story, and people were saying, like, Rabbi, how does it work? Right now, I lifted up my hand. Hashem helped me lift my hand. I did it myself. Now go lift up your hand. Hashem helped me lift up the hand. I lifted up my hand. That's what he told me. He just took a drink, Jack, right? He went like this, took a drink, right?
I heard him say, tell me, take a drink.
I
heard him tell me.
So he says, what's going on? Hashem helped Jack hold the drink, or he did it on his own. Let me tell you something. I told the guy one day, I was thinking, the next day, I woke up, personally, I had an ache on my neck. A week later, I couldn't lift my arm more than a certain amount. Baruch Hashem, after 3 weeks, it got better. But it was like the craziest thing that ever happened. I went like this, like what happened? It says in the Gemara, Halin, you don't stub your toe unless it was decreed from Shamayim that you'll stub your toe. Hashem is in control 24/7. In any second, He doesn't want you to move your hand, you won't be able to move your hand. There was a very famous story with the Rechanan Wasserman, the Chavetz Chaim student. A very, very famous story that there was thugs. They were thugs. They were one of the yeshiva guys went out and they were messing around with the yeshiva guys. And one of them was chasing one of the yeshiva guys, and something happened. Yeshiva guy went straight into Beit Midrash. Straight into the Beit Midrash, he sat down to learn. And the Beit Midrash was a huge Beit Midrash. People were sitting down, they were all learning, and what happened was this thug came in with his gang, with like a whole entourage, like maybe 10 big guys, heavy set guys, and they were looking for this kid. And they were all learning Torah. And he walked in, maybe a few hundred people listening and learning. It was wild, I don't know how many people, but it was a lot of people learning. And they were walking in, 10 big guys, walking through the aisles, looking at this guy, looking at that guy, where they're trying to find this kid, this yeshiva kid. And Orchot saw what was going on, and he saw that they're disturbing the Beit Midrash. They're bitul Torah, kenei kulam. They're causing people to stop learning. So he went ahead, and he's telling the guy, the leader, these guys got to go. You got to get out of here. So the leader went ahead, and he was about to hit the rabbi, like literally hit the rabbi. The second he was hitting the rabbi, he got paralyzed. The guy's arm was in the middle of the air. Like you're chucking a punch. You're like going boom. And in the middle of the air, you see the head like this. The guy can't move his arm. He started screaming, help, help. The guy was going crazy. All the gang members, they're all around like, oh my goodness, we don't want to hit it. They're never supposed to lie. Hashem's in control, Botai. Hashem's in control. And he's about to go like this, he's about to go like that. In the mid-air, he stopped. It was a famous story at the time, and it was the craziest story at the time, just to show you emunah and bitachon and Hashem, how crazy it is. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something right now that I was saying over also to these boys, because it's a real thing. Because at the end of the day, emunah and bitachon Hashem is real. If you really have it, you feel so good with it. Like you feel untouchable. You feel amazing. You feel ecstatic of life. You don't worry about a thing. You don't worry about anything. You know Hashem is taking care of every single step of the way. The only thing you worried about is how much can I serve Borei Olam. That's what you worry about. You hear that? That's what you worry about. You know? Alright, no, I'm not done. We're still going on or no? It's not that. It's just that somebody's texting me if I could give shiur. There's a few people on the phones. I know. There's a few people on the phone. You have your phone jack, please do me a favor. Get it back on. Always the Zoom that I tell you about. There's a few people waiting on. They want to hear it live or something like that. So I'm trying to connect. So if you connect it for me, thank you. In any case, this is what he's saying. He's saying, imagine the guy's got paralyzed in the mid-air. Because we think, oh no, I'm moving my arm, I'm moving my head, I'm moving this and that. I told him, do you know how many people didn't wake up in the morning? Do you know how many people that I know personally? What's the first thing you say in the morning? Is that a joke? Yeah. You know how many friends that I know personally, personal friends that didn't wake up in the morning? No, the guy, I'm healthy, I'm young. There's no reason why I shouldn't wake up. Hashem decides if you're waking up in the morning or not. It's not you. You understand? And I want to tell you guys something now about the Leil Seder. What's the inyan I want to bring out, which is very, very important. Very important thing. But it's in cash, all right? So I need someone to. Are we on that? Pass that to me, please. No, we'll still be on the Zoom. Tell him. No. I need your phone because my battery's dead. Let's go. A few people are going to listen also live on the Zoom because I know a lot of people that were interested in doing it. Joe, I'm on if you want. Okay. You hold it if he's done. Okay, looks like where he has it under control. Okay. I'm gonna still keep it on. In any case, let's go on. He writes over here that you can't fool Hashem in that aspect of having emunah b'tachon Hashem. You can't fool him. I was telling the boys, when you take medication, if a person has to take something, let's say the doctor says, oh yeah, I need antibiotics. You ever have it for 7 days, you have to take antibiotics. So I told them, it's not the antibiotics that's healing you. It's not the pill that's healing you. A person takes a pill. He has to say, and then he takes the pill. And then he says, Baruch Rofei Cholim. Because it's not the pill. It doesn't make sense that when I eat the pill, when I swallow the pill, all of a sudden I feel good. How does that make any sense? Rabbi Yosef Palacci used to say, I heard it from his, Simcha Bunim Cohen, I heard, that he said, I think he said it in the name of Rabbi Yosef Palacci, even when you eat, you eat a sandwich now. Oh, now I'm full. You think the food made you full? Hashem made you full. You have to go through nature. You're right. But that's the whole facade of things. The whole facade of things is saying, I did A, B, and C, and it feels like because I did A, B, and C, I got full. It's not true. You got full because Hashem helped you get full. And sometimes you'll see people, even there's a beracha, the beracha of a person is, sometimes he eats a little bit and he feels full very fast. He doesn't have to eat a whole wash meal. You know what I'm saying? It's like a beracha that they said big rabbis used to have a little bit and they used to be full. They didn't need to waste time. They couldn't waste time with extra food. You know that? They couldn't waste time. They got to eat quick. They got to learn. Back to the books. Back to the learning. Back to the sefarim. That's the honest truth. And this we have to understand. It's not the food that's getting you full. It's Hashem that's giving you energy with the food that's making you full. I personally say, no, but Hashem made that happen like that. It's the same thing with the pill. You take the pill. And it's the same thing with what? With things that happen to a person in his life. For example, I'll give you an example. There was a how do you say? There's a very famous story in Masechet Berachot. Right? What's this famous story in Berachot? There's a very famous story in Berachot. What was the famous story in Berachot? There was a fellow, right? And there was a fellow, and it was a very big town actually. It was a very big town, and in the town there was people getting bit by a snake. They were getting bit by a snake. They didn't know what to do. The people are getting bit by a snake. And they told the rabbi, I believe it was Rabbi Hanan or Rabbi Haya, they told him, listen, this is what's going on, what should we do? So he said like this. He said, where's the snake? Where's the hole of the snake? He says, the hole of the thing is right there. He says, oh yeah? He put his foot there. The snake bit his foot from the hole, and the snake died. So they're all going crazy. He bit everybody, and they died. When he bit you, the snake died. How is that? What happened over there? He said, because it's not the snake that kills. It's the sin that kills. That's what he was saying. That's exactly his point. He's saying it's the sin that kills. Now, somebody asked me a question, Rabbi, you can't put yourself in sakana. I told him he didn't put himself in sakana. If he put it right direct in front of the snake's face, I understand. He put it on the hole. Who said the snake's going to come up? Who said he's not going to come up? It's a safek sakana. Maybe he won't. So he was allowed to do that. And yet, the snake did bite him. And guess what? He took the snake. You know how they have the snake? They put it all over the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like the snake died. He's walking to Beit Midrash. They see the snake. That's a snake that bit people died. What are you doing? So yeah, now it's dead. He says, why? Because it bit me. So he says, what do you mean? So, the rabbi, you're supposed to die because he bit you. He says, no. It's a person's sin that kills. It's the averah that kills the person. It's not the snake that kills the person. The snake is just the shaliach. He's just the messenger. Yeah. When you feel pain, I had this. I must have had the wrong this, that. It's the averah that you had. Understand? The guy takes a sip of coffee. Boy, he feels hot. His tongue. This coffee, this guy, he made it too hot. The soup, he heated up too hot. It's not the soup, it's not the guy, it's the averah of the lashon hara that you spoke about that person. That Hashem says, listen, you need kapara. Now you got the kapara. And he blames it on the coffee, he blames it on the tea, he blames it on the guy who made it, this, that. He blames it on the guy that came, the waiter that came, and he wasn't holding it properly, and he spilled it on his leg. You don't know how you're walking, what are you doing? If you didn't do averah with your leg wouldn't have burnt from the soup. Is the averah with the soup, that was the thing. And people playing games, people think, oh yeah. No, it's because of this and because of that. Shtuyot, it's because averah. And that's really emunah and bitachon in Hashem. That's the truth. That's the real truth. I remember, I'll never forget, one time I was walking with a guy, and I saw him looking at something he wasn't supposed to look at, right? I saw him, I was walking, and all of a sudden, we were having Seudah Shlishi. I'm not sure if I know the story, I remember the story now. Having Seudah Shlishi, and all of a sudden, in Seudah Shlishi, right, he was walking with me to clean that. In Seudah Shlishi, he opened up an orange. And you know how sometimes he opened up the orange, there's like acid, it went in his eye. And he opened it up, as he was opening it up, all the thing, my eye, this orange, oh my goodness, so much acid. He says, it's not the orange! It's not the orange! What are you looking at? I said, be careful your eyes. I'm telling you, this is what it is. But people, they gotta wake up, smell the coffee. Have them emunah and bitachon Hashem. It's not that. That's exactly the point. When you're eating and when you're sleeping, Hashem gave you the koach. Hashem gave you the koach to exist. When you're having the medication pill or whatever it is, pill to get you better, it was Hashem. It was Hashem. It wasn't the pill. It wasn't the pill. That's what a person has to know. And the same thing with hardships, with the averah. It wasn't the fact that you stubbed your toe because you didn't. The guy stubbed his, I didn't have my glasses on, so I bumped into this thing. It wasn't because of that. What was it? It's because, obviously, okay, yes, Hashem had to make this happen. These are all the lessons we're learning of Hashem. The more you have it, the more you feel so good about it. The more you say, yeah, you're right. This pill is not healing me. Again, don't get me wrong. We're not on that level of saying, I won't take the medication. right? Those are the Gaon, the big rabbis. They were able to do that. They were able to go without, and they're able to have him on such a high level where Hashem, he says, I know this pill's not taking it. So maybe they'll hold the pill, they'll look at the pill, they'll say, Hashem, this is not the pill, this is all you, and check out the pill, he'll feel good. He did ishtadlut, like doing that. We have to take the pill because we're not on that level. But the thing is, when we have to take that medication, we have to know 100% that what? That it's not the medication, it's Hashem that's healing you. It's Hashem that's healing you. You hear what's going on? It's a very, very important point, by the way. Very, very important point. So I said, this is, we'll stop here for today, yeah?